Alright. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Let's go ahead and get started. It's Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 Grand Prix. So yeah. Let's do Lincoln Loud. Should be fun. I played a little bit of this last night actually, so I streamed some NHL 25 earlier today. Depending on how long the stream will be, it may be uploaded onto YouTube before or after the NHL 25 video. It was a good game. I like NHL 25, but I was feeling a bit tired, so I took a nap and I got up about 10-15 minutes ago, so I decided to stream again. I wanted to stream longer, but I just was I was a little too tired. I got up early, uh, thought I was gonna run some errands, but then it like snowed, and unfortunately, well, I couldn't go back to sleep, so it's and it had snowed last week actually on Thursday, but I mean it wasn't the roads, but I was supposed to go run errands with a family member because the roads were, or like at least in my neighborhood, are good enough to go and travel, but I'm not sure about the rest of the city I live in, so we just decided against going out and yeah, so like hire some people to come and clean our house, so we just stayed there, so we just stayed at the house while they cleaned. So once they left, I streamed a little bit, and then I actually, we're not gonna beat Patrick. Unfortunately, so. They usually cut, the people that come in to clean the house usually come every other Tuesday, so. Let's go ahead and change the track. Do Raptor Ruins, actually. Let's see. Race against the Ghost. Let's do actually Raphael. So yeah. So I didn't go back to sleep right away, so once they left I streamed, and then I actually tried to go to bed, tried to go and take a nap, but I had a little trouble falling asleep, so I decided to stream for a little bit. I don't know why, but there's something about video games that especially when I'm talking, there's something about video games that make me a bit sleepy, so. Alright, lap 2. Hopefully we can beat Reptar. I know there's an achievement in this game to beat 15 time trial ghosts. So far I've only been one. And that was actually like last night. So I'm not doing a good job of that. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be Raptar, so I have to go into a different map and try and set a personal best there. It's harder than I thought it would be. I'm just not that good, I guess. And I look away from the screen right as Walking Reptar hits me, so there's that, I suppose. Stage track. Let's do the ghost zone. Race against the ghost. Actually, who? Let's do Patrick. It's been a long time since I watched a Hey Arnold episode. Or a Danny Phantom episode. I used to watch both shows as a kid, actually. Uh, yeah. Alright, looks like we're sticking with Patrick. See if on the other maps I can race with Patrick, so. I just wish we could actually gain more than 10 coins per race. I may restart this map, at the end of this race, see how, depending on how well I do here. Because we were leading Danny Phantom. Beginning of the race. Oh, shoot. Less than a tenth of a second behind him, so. Let's quit. Quit. Single player. Time trial. Really, it's just one. Two places we actually beat. Two places we actually beat a ghost. I guess it also depends on like what wheels and V engine we're using. The color of the car, I guess, doesn't really matter. So that could be why I was not doing very well in my previous time trials. And I'm doing a bit better now, actually. It's been a while, like before last night, where I played it for like a couple of minutes. It's been a while since I played this game, actually. It's like a little bit before midnight or a little bit after midnight, so. Depending on what you want to define as night. The Little Rock Trojans are playing today, but one of the games is at the same time as NXT, I believe. So we finally beat Ghost there. Do Goo Lagoon Boardwalk. So it's Sandy and it's a beat Sandy actually. I do. I don't watch SpongeBob as much as I used to, although I don't watch as much TV as I used to. But well, I don't really watch as many shows as different shows as I used to, I should say. Trip toing. I actually do play college basketball, but not on like a daily basis, if that's what you're asking. So I'll probably play it. I can't guarantee it, but I will probably play it this Friday. I'm aiming to do another one this Friday, so all right, final lap. I do I do a variety of games on my Twitch channel when I live stream. So oh, I did play it. I think last week or the week before. So I usually do a basketball video game on a Friday. So yeah, week before last was I think the last time I did it. So I know what to use to beat the ghosts, as we have three. Do sewer subway. Actually, Race against the ghosts, and we're gonna play as Patrick as usual. I don't watch as many different shows as I used to, though. It's usually wrestling or sports. Like wrestling, baseball, college basketball, or soccer, usually. I actually do not own a PS5, so I'm unable to play the new Sonic. Is it a good game, actually? I didn't even know they released a new Sonic game. It's pretty cool that they did. That's pretty dope that they actually added Sonic on PS5 and that you love Sonic. Go ahead and restart, actually. I never watched any of the Sonic shows, if I'm being honest. I don't think they aired any, actually, when I was growing up. I did play Sonic and Sega All-Star I'm playing on the Xbox Series S, actually. The Xbox Series S. Is the new Sonic game on the any of the Xbox One or Xbox Series S? If not, if it is, I'll definitely look into to getting it. I love the Sonic and Sega racing games though. I did play both of those. It's been a while since I actually played either of them. Oh, it's free with the PS Plus subscription. That's pretty dope. I will definitely look into actually getting the new Sonic game if it's on the Xbox One or Series S. If not, I'll definitely look into getting a PS5 actually. With a PlayStation Plus subscription. So, what new games have you actually played, Trip to Inked? I don't think I've gotten any new games that have released recently, but I did play Deliver Us Mars, and oh, that was a fun game. I played that back in November. Actually, I was able to complete the story. Did a few new games. Some of the old ones that have been remastered. Nice, nice. What remastered games have you played? So we're not gonna beat Mike. Yeah, I think we can, but I have to do better on this map. It's really that last lap I did poorly on. Fist. Nice. And the Deliver Us Mars game. What is Fist about? I don't think I've heard that game. There's hmm, I was gonna say there's one game I would like. There are some games on like the PlayStation console. Oh, it's an animal with a large fist that fights crime. Nice. Sounds that actually sounds like my type of game. The type of game I would probably enjoy. Just like powers and whatnot. That's pretty dope. I must admit, there on like the play. There's some PlayStation exclusives I'd like to get. I know some of the older MLB The Show games. I would love to get, and I would love to get the Gran Turismo games actually. Those are some of the games. Definitely want to try The Last of Us as well, one and two. I know those are not on the Xbox consoles, but I heard really good things about those games. Oh, nice! You'd stay up all night playing Gran Turismo with your auntie. That's pretty dope. I don't know. I love racing games, so I'm sure I'd be terrible at Gran Turismo at first, but then I would, as the more I play at it, the more I like it. Dang it, Smikey, that. Oh yeah, definitely. I think game developers care. At least the ones that made. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to a different map to actually beat the ghost. So, I always feel like that they. Uh, you can always tell that the developers would always care more about the older games than any of the newer ones. They do care about money nowadays. It's more about money than anything. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for paying the developers their and the people that create the games their fair share amount. You know, I'm all for paying those that worked on the game their giving them their due and the appropriate amount. But the it's more so the people in charge that care more about the money, and everything's so microtransaction and pay to win heavy, and that kind of takes away from the game in my opinion. Like I'm a huge sports fan and I love playing NBA 2K, but if you wanna like in the micro mode, if you wanna get your player good, it's either grind for like a million hours or just pay a bunch of microtransactions to make your character any good. I agree, Tripped, that microtransactions are killing the game. Like I'm fine with cosmetic items, but if it's like pay to win or it's a game where you have to grind and spend like a long time, that kind of ruins the game because not everyone will have like 40, 50 hours a week to grind a game. Yeah, exactly. Trip to Ink. It's $100 per player or grind for months to get 99 overall, and not everyone has that kind of time to actually grind or spend $100 on a game per player plus the cost of the game in addition to that. So that's just really unfair to the gamer in my opinion. Really unfair. Right, pretty dope final lap actually. I don't mind grinding to an extent, but I mean, there's like at times where you just a lot of games nowadays will just overdo it. Oh yeah, true, definitely. It's like $200 just to compete, and then because it's like the standard game will be like $60 or $70. Then you'll have like you can either grind for months on end, or you can actually spend like $100 per player to actually. And then you also have to pay online this for the server. So let's try one more time on this map. Let's restart. I don't know if you've heard of RuneScape, but I think at least not so much nowadays, but in the past, they did the grinding aspect and the pay to win aspect in a way that was actually speak about the VC needed for booster. Oh, that is so dumb. You see, they're just trying to. I blame the executives more so than the devs, because they're just trying to milk people out of as much money as they can with the VC. That's just stupid. But in the past, RuneScape, at least RuneScape with the grinding. Sorry about that, Trip. I don't know why. I forgot to turn off Nightball with the spamming stuff. Sorry about that. But yeah, RuneScape did the grinding aspect in a way that they didn't take it. If you didn't play for months on end, or if you didn't have the time to play RuneScape, they didn't exactly punish you for not grinding and not playing. But they thanks Drip doing RuneScape, but actually, I think in terms of the grinding aspect, they didn't punish you if you didn't have the time to play or if you didn't grind as much as any other player, but they would reward you for the progress you made in the game, and they didn't fairly. And like, really, the only thing stopping you from really just unlocking a lot of stuff was the amount of time. But now it's more pay to win, so. But I also think part of the problem are definitely the microtransaction, but I also think it's part of the problem is the people paying for the pay to win microtransaction. Too bad your room's huge, thank you. It's I have like a mini couch in my background and a bed in the background as well. So it is kind of huge. It is kind of huge actually. Yeah, small gaming area. It's like a little desktop that I mainly use for schoolwork, so. I actually gotta go trip to Ink. Sorry. I'm gonna hop off. I was in school, but I graduated from university, so. Trip to Ink, take care.